Sasha and welcome to another video. So today I'm coming on with a sip and sit Sasha edition. I haven't done one in quite some time, but I wanted to talk about the question that I get a lot, which is having another baby. So a lot of times people feel like when you have weight loss and you've had children that you want to have another kid, and it's definitely a topic that I avoid a lot of times in dialogue. And excuse my voice because I have a cold. That's why I thought this would be perfect for a sip and sit, because I'm drinking some honey chamomile tea with my electrolytes, which are absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's a very difficult topic, especially being a parent who has experienced loss with the first pregnancy and the loss of a daughter, and now having two rainbow babies, which are both boys. It's a loaded question for me that I think people just don't really think that it's that powerful. So first and foremost, I love my children. I love my boys. I'm super happy with my boys, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I wouldn't mind having a daughter. However, on the flip side of that, my pregnancies were very difficult. Shalazel was my best pregnancy, even with weight gain, and it was just a really blessed and joyous pregnancy, and I was happy and I looked good. Excuse me. I was happy and I looked good, but with Josiah, it wasn't bad, but the laboring and then having to have the C-section is when my views on the delivery, not so much the pregnancy. The pregnancies I can get through, but the delivery became complicated. It was just exhausting, and I'll link in the cards above his labor and delivery video as well as his playlist. Trying to help my voice stop cracking so I can finish recording. But then with Caleb, which he has a series in labor delivery, it was just really difficult of a recovery. I knew that I was going to have a scheduled C-section, and I had knew what to expect, but my body just retained a lot of fluid from the IV. I had a lot of swelling, even though he didn't have the issues as far as nursing issues that Josiah had. It was just very difficult on my body to recover. My thyroid acted up. I started having thyroid issues with Josiah, and I could feel that my thyroid was out of whack by the time I had Caleb. Another thing was just my pain was so hard to manage the second go round. And even though I had that experience, it just was easier for the babies and the actual mothering process. But my recovery seems to get more difficult per pregnancy. And so it does make me apprehensive about having another child. And my husband and I always say that it's in the good Lord's hands, which is 100% true. But I think I would be more apt to even opening my mindset up if I knew it was going to be a girl. And there's going to be some people who dislike that comment. But when you've lost a child, and especially when you know the gender and you're all the way to the end and the room is prepared, it is very difficult, because I had a lot of dreams that centered around parenting a daughter and a little girl. And those are memories that I'm not 100% sure that I feel okay with it never happening. So that's the part that gives me hope on thinking about maybe we'll try again. But then it could be a boy. Like, you got to be realistic. You can't predict. I'm not about to be out here genetically engineering my child. I know that some people do, and I'm not hating, but I mean, I have the good old-fashioned way. Whatever my husband and I create is what happens. And I'm not anti-boys. I have two beautiful boys that I love to pieces. But I'm okay with just having the 3 children that I've been blessed to have, because I don't know if it'll be another girl or not. And so that's the catch-22 for me. If I knew that for certain it would be another girl, then I would be more prone to even opening my mind up more than I am now. But the fact that I can't control that, I can't control what happens, I can't control my health or my level of pain. I'm definitely way healthier than I was before, but there's just a lot of unknown factors. And so we talk about it all the time because I have an IUD and I've had one for over a year. And it'll be time for my appointment coming up in January, and I don't know if I'm going to keep the IUD in or not. That's something that we just don't know. So when people are like, oh, it'd be great for you to have another girl. Yeah, it would be great, but you also have to think about the fact you can't control if you're having a boy or a girl. And financially, having kids is not cheap. I think people don't want to hear the fact that there's a cost that is there. Sometimes you're blessed and things are paid for, especially if you've experienced a lot. Your insurance sometimes will pay it off. Like when I had Shalea, I had to pay the doctor, but my hospital bill was a zero balance. That is not what happens all the time. Like I pay a good chunk of money and are still paying for Caleb. And Caleb is like 16 months old and we're still paying off giving birth to him. And then the expense of raising a child and the fact that they need diapers, whether it's cloth or disposable, and they eat and they need clothes. Like there's a lot of expense that comes in there. And yes, we're good at planning financially, but again, the reality people have to think about is that a practical decision? And is that a positive decision? The main reason why we have the discussion about another child is primarily because my husband is 47 years old. We're 16 years different in age. And no, he doesn't necessarily look older, but I also want to be considerate of the fact that he's parenting older than I am, and we don't know how long we'll be blessed to live. I mean, we both lost parents at a younger age, and I want to be mindful of the fact that he wants to be able to be an active and engaged father, and that's his personal views. There are people who are older who are active fathers, but he wants to be in a good space physically and mentally and emotionally for his part as the parent, to be able to raise and help raise in this parenthood. So it's a loaded question. I don't know how some of you guys do with your spouses and when it comes up, and it definitely comes up a lot with me losing almost 100 pounds. Everybody thinks I'm losing weight to have another baby, but we just honestly don't know. So I wanted to come on here and kind of make this video. I've made it before, but it's just a lot. I don't know if you guys have any things to share that you yourself went through after you've lost, or just having another kid in general, because there are people who have a lot of kids, but a lot of kids equate to a lot of money, and sometimes that's just not feasible in your household. It's just a lot. It's a loaded question. So please leave your comments and thoughts below. Definitely if you've experienced this question and what kind of help guided you towards the decision. My husband and I are definitely prayerful people. We definitely, communicate and pray to the Lord and things like that. And we talk to one another. And, it's just one of those questions that it's hard. It's hard to answer and it's hard to know for certain, but we just take every day, one day at a time. We are definitely very grateful for the children that we have blessed to have. And if we never do have another girl, we're blessed that we had the opportunity to have Shalea. Like, that's a great blessing to us. So I don't want to talk too long. My voice is cracking, but I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like my Sip and Sit series. Hopefully when I come back next time, I'll have a better voice. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.